Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Mayfield to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to go down again. Tim Williams in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Watch the run.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC World crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here we go. Pittsburgh. I smell feeling that offense.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Jackson now. He finds Roberts, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And that one results in 35 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
They'll run it with Hill, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield down. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. But I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 43. So down inside the 40. To the 43-yard line, that's where they'll take over. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Three down.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
That's a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And out across midfield, down to the 45. 25 yards that time. Nice big gain there from Marquise Brown, first-round pick out of Oklahoma. Of course, his cousin knows a thing or two about big catches in the NFL. That's Antonio Brown. And now Hollywood hoping to carry on the family tradition of solid production at the wide receiver position. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 39, Jackson, wide open receiver, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Throwing is Jackson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
Hey, alert!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. A little bit of tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Hey, alert!
A gain of 12. First down, Cleveland.
Silent, 64, weak.
Watch twist.
Point it right. Up.
First down, Mayfield. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Mayfield now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Mayfield on first down. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Point it right.
Mayfield with it once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson throwing the out route and complete. It's Andrews. A good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now.
It's a gain of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Now the wolf. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Over. Mike, 53.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Beckham, the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
20. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. I got it.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to the right side, complete to Taylor. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, it's just me. Harry, it's me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go. Hey, we got you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Roberts with it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Reuben Foster gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here's Sam Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
41-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, let's go. Check three.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey, alert!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score as the Ravens push further out in front.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, that's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up second and 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. They run it again with Hill. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Boom, boom. 53. I'm coming. Let's go. I'm coming.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
You look right now.
Now Jackson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
But last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
4th down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Come on, set. Go to base. Come on. Get your swerve on.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Ingram again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, baby.
1st and 10 at the 21.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Ravens, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.